everybody.
Where's your phone?
My phone is plugged in. We are live from the Boardwalk balcony. This is our coffee talk morning number 3, maybe? I don't know. 4.
4.
Kids are getting ready.
Maybe 5.
Okay.
Good morning. Yesterday we went to
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios all day, and we got in there around 9:45.
Oh yes, we're
Right
gonna
over
talk about our experience with the Rise of the Resistance. Right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we got in there 9:45, getting ready to get into the system for Rise of the Resistance.
Yep.
And so 10 o'clock came along. We did the sign-in thing. Sophie did the sign-in thing. Me and Sophie were both working on it.
Yeah.
And
She had my phone. We were right next
we
to Ears Emporium.
failed.
Alright, good
Addiction
morning.
Mouse.
Good morning, Addiction Mouse. Yeah, so we were actually the Ears Emporium. Jen was right next to us, so we knew we assumed we were in a pretty good spot.
Walt had told us that spot was good. She confirmed that that's the best spot to do it in.
So
and there's a guy behind us who had an international clock thing going on his phone. So
yeah,
he
like
knew
5 people on their phones.
Counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're like, okay.
It is like serious business, and we didn't get in. It was like
but I did it
seconds.
I did it even when they were like a couple seconds after they were doing their thing, and that's when I started it. And it was still
5 seconds.
It had let me in, let you in, let you pick your party, but then
Sophie
there was a connection. Then there was a connection issue.
Yeah, see,
So
Sophie
like,
said full, yours said connection issue.
So we both missed out.
Seconds, right? So it's like, seriously. I mean, and Jen got in. She's one person, so I'm pretty sure that's probably why she got in as well.
Yeah.
But it was a little frustrating. Good morning, Michael Riley and Amy from AJC's Magic. So yeah, so the 10 a.m. trying to get on Rise was a bomb. It did not work. Connection area.
On the Rise.
And
right here, you gotta be quiet.
Oh, sorry. So that was very disappointing. But we rode Smuggler's Run twice.
Yeah.
First, Charlie was a pilot and Sophie was the other pilot, and me and Eva were gunners, which was super fun. Make sure you're reading the chat because I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. And then we rode it again. It was you and Jim from More Sunshine Please were pilots. Sophie and Amy were gunners, and I was a engineer. The engineers got more buttons to press. The gunners is basically pressing the same button, and after a while your arm starts hurting, like in Toy Story. You gotta switch arms. So, but it was fun. Smuggler's Run was really fun.
Let's get back to Rise of the Resistance, because you started off with Rise of the Resistance, and Rise of the Resistance didn't happen for anyone the entire day. It turns out they think it was struck by lightning in a lightning storm 2 nights ago, and the one that we were in Disney Springs for, they think it struck the ride, so no one got on Rise of the Resistance yesterday. So don't feel bad for us that we didn't make it. You know, it stinks that we didn't make it, but nobody got in.
Right,
we were waiting around for 2 o'clock to try to do the second round of thingies. So, but they still weren't boarding the entire day.
Yeah, they didn't board anybody.
And then by 3 or 4 o'clock, they're saying it's not opening today, and it didn't open for the rest of the day. So
we're gonna welcome in Matt from Jack City Plaza Logan and Dennis Algazi. Good morning. Yeah, so we did get into the boarding pass.
Man, we're right here.
I'm sorry, all I hear is noise over here. The boarding pass for the 2 o'clock, we got the backup 38 or 39 or something like that. But like Charlie said, they said that there was major damage. So from the storm. So
mechanical damage.
Mechanical, yeah. So I don't know if this was the first time that it's been struck by lightning like that or what. But good morning, Alyssa. So yeah,
they go fast. I guess if you have the Universal Clock app on your phone, you can count it down to the second and then jump in.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what Disney uses.
Yeah.
So if you have an app that you can get the actual seconds and not wait for your clock turn to 10.
The other thing
That
also
helps.
is that, like, if you have people linked to you, everyone shows up on the link, and now you gotta press buttons which ones you want. So that took away seconds as well, I think, because even Sophie was able to press everybody, and then when her thing came up, it said it was full. So I think it's one of those things where, you know, if you're onesie twosie, you have a better chance of getting in than actually
Yeah,
trying to
don't be
pick
doing
people.
a party of 10
No, you can't.
or 9.
Yeah,
You can't do it.
no.
Too many complications, too much time to go tag everyone in
Yep.
the app. So
Yeah.
do
So
it
yeah,
a party,
so
like, you have a party of 4, maybe just do 2 of them and just link them up afterwards, or go to the people and say whatever.
yeah.
That's what Jenny was saying.
Yeah, yeah. Joe was saying that you can talk to a cast member and they will try to link it up. They're pretty good with that. But yeah, so Rise of the Resistance didn't happen yesterday, but as I was saying, Smuggler's Run happened, and we got to ride that twice.
And yeah, so you already talked about that.
Yeah. So I was afraid
The
of
first time was with us, just us 4.
Yeah.
And the second time, Jim from More
Yeah,
Sunshine
yeah,
Police
yeah.
joined us. That was fun. So me and him were pilots, and we didn't do very good either. You're smashing
He
into
was
stuff.
doing good. I think you were the one that was smashing it and stuff. You weren't
No.
going over the things. You were just trying to fly around. So yeah, so I was.
He was the up and down guy the second time.
I don't know.
was the left and right.
I don't know. So I was afraid originally to go on that because I hear people say that sometimes you can feel sick, but I think because I was either a gunner or an engineer, I had no
You're
problems
busy
whatsoever.
listening and stuff.
I'm pressing buttons
I didn't
and-
get wheezy at all on that ride.
Yeah, you get very preoccupied with
And you're supposed
everything.
to watch the flashing buttons, which ones you're supposed to push. And
yeah. So what did we do yesterday? So we did Tower of Terror as a family. We had us and also Laura and Jamie and their fam.
that's
So we had a whole car to ourselves, which was super fun. So that's gonna be cool for like the photo. And then we,
it's a different experience though when you don't have screamers, anyone
I know-
screaming on
I
that
know
ride.
we're
It's
not
kind of,
screamers,
it's
so-
kind of boring actually when you don't have any screamers. So you go up and down. It's fun, but it's not like usually you have some couple people
screaming their heads
or-
off, and it makes it more dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were screamers, so it was kind of quiet, but that was kind of fun. And then
We did a runaway railway.
enjoy
Right.
your day, Addiction Mouse.
All right.
Sorry you have to go into work. Thanks for
All right.
popping in.
Thanks for popping in.
So we did that. We did Rock and Roller Coaster.
Runaway railway.
We did Runaway Railroad twice. One with just us, and then one with Jim. One time with Jim. So we were in the first car the first time, and then we're in the last car the last time. And you definitely get different scenes. Sorry, we definitely get different scenes in bits and pieces depending on what car you're in. So we have to also try doing it in the second and the third car. So I thought that was a little interesting, but it is. Me and Sophie still have a hard time with the animation because their mouths and their big nose is like a side
I had
profile.
no problem with the animation. If you're just sitting there staring at Mickey Mouse and you're missing 98% of the
No.
ride, you
All the
gotta
rest of
look
it,
at
all the
other
rest
stuff.
of it was great, but the Mickey and Minnie animated things looked weird to us. It just looked creepy.
Oh, yeah.
But the rest of it was perfectly fine. It was pretty good. It's almost like you're in a pop-up book. That's what it reminds me of. So that was pretty cool. So we did that twice. We did Slinky Dog. And it was funny, when we were on Slinky Dog, Jim happened to have showed up. So he actually was able to video us on
Yeah.
Slinky Dog, and I had my camera, so I was able to video him on the side watching us on
Yeah.
Slinky Dog. So that was kind of neat.
You got some good shots though, so you gotta download some
Oh, yeah?
off my phone.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then, what else did we do? We did Aerosmith. That's crazy.
They don't do the beginning train wreck with the wall opening. No,
No.
the wall's already open when you get in that room.
Yeah.
It's one big hole in the wall, so they just let people walk in.
Yeah, yeah. They kind
They
of
don't
say
want
that
people.
the hole in the wall transforms you into animation. It's kind of like their new
They're bringing you
storyline.
into the cartoon.
Yeah.
So.
Aerosmith, they didn't have the pre-show either. You just walk right on through. You can stand there and watch it if you want to, but it was a walk-on. Everything was pretty much a walk-on. It was about 15, 20 minutes was probably the most that we waited.
Carlos, good morning,
Good
Carlos.
morning, Carlos. But yeah, I mean, everything was pretty 20 minutes. It, some were even like 5-minute walk-on, so it was crazy.
Yeah.
So we did do Aerosmith. Aerosmith is kind of funny. Me and Sophie noticed that you get yelled at as soon as they get you. Your thing opens up to get into the car. All they're doing is yelling at you the whole time.
What do you mean?
You gotta get in there. You gotta go sit down. You gotta put the thing over your head. Blah, blah, blah. Like they're just like screaming at you. Sophie's like felt like she was in like a training camp, military training camp, because all they do is yell.
Well,
No, you gotta hold on to your ears. You gotta put it in the pouch. You gotta put it back on. Like it was just like, oh
It was
my
just
god, I've
them,
never been so
because
yelled at.
Because they had ears and stuff. They weren't yelling at us.
Oh my god,
They were yelling at you.
They were yelling at. Yeah. Oh my god, they were yelling at me and Sophie. It was crazy. It was two different cast members, so you could hear them both like just. Blah, 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 blah. So we sat down. We're like, we've never been yelled at so much. You know, it was kind of funny.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, we did Aerosmith. We did. What else did we do? Is Indiana Jones open?
No.
No. So I was gonna say we didn't do Indiana Jones.
We did Star Tours with Jim.
Star Tours, yes.
That
Yes,
was
you
kind
did.
of woozy a little bit, because I think with the extra scenes that they're adding in there, I think it's
Sophie
a
says
little
that
bit
that was
longer.
the first time you guys did that scene.
yeah.
And
we've
it
never
was
seen-
half of
now
it
they
was
have
in water, so I can imagine the water part.
Rise of Skywalker. They have those scenes in there with the big ocean with the crashed Death
Yeah.
Star and whatnot. So that was the first time we've ever been to that.
Good morning, Laura.
That
I saw
one.
Laura pop in here. So yeah, so I'm trying to think. What else did we do? We saw some of the cavalcades. We saw the Playhouse Disney cavalcade,
I taped one, so we have one for you.
and I saw while you guys were on Star Tours. I saw the Mickey Mouse cavalcade.
Laura and Jamie are here. Hello.
Yeah, so I videoed that one as well.
Yesterday it was 94 degrees and it had a heat index of 106.
It was so hot.
hot again.
And I knew, like I said, this has to be the hottest day so far, and I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt the 106. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What else did we do?
Everything.
Oh, we ate at 50s, so we videoed the 50s.
Food was great.
The food was excellent, but they didn't do the traditional 50s. I think they toned it down just with the current situation, because typically they would sit in the chair next to you know, and stuff, and they play around, and our waitress didn't really do that, so we didn't have the 50s experience so much.
Yeah.
But the food was excellent. So,
Yes, Amy. Laura and Jamie are down here too.
Yeah.
They've been doing stuff with us. Yeah. Well, welcome in.
really well. So today we're doing Universal Studios,
And we get the park hop.
and then we're gonna park hop. Yeah, that's one thing.
We're gonna start at the regular Universal, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna make our way over to
Islands.
Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, that's one thing. This vacation we can't park hop, and typically that's what we would do to get the most out of it. So
We would take breaks midday. We go to
Yeah.
a park in the morning, take a break midday, and then go to a different park at night. So that way, we used to get so much more done that way.
yeah.
And
Good
we used to
morning,
be able to-
Daddy-O.
Daddy-O, good morning.
Yes, everyone is doing well on our end. So yeah, so there's definitely a big difference with this trip and our prior trips is the lack of park hopping. So we're not getting the biggest bang for our buck, and then also not being able to do the trip at the break in the middle of the day. So we just try to make sure that we keep an eye on the kids.
We're gonna have to
And-
streamline the rest of this trip though, 'cause I don't like not doing stuff, because we didn't even go into Pizza Rizzo area yesterday.
No, we didn't.
And it's going too slowly.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
gotta get stuff done, because Sophie can't be spending
No.
the whole day in the park.
Right. So we have to
Over
start
close.
moving along a
Yes,
little bit more.
there's
I
been
think.
some exceptions because we've been meeting people or whatever.
Right. Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the trip, I think we only meet one more person, like house talks once, I think. So
Yeah.
that day's fine. But,
I mean, we
the
don't
rest of the
mind
days,
meeting
we need to
people as
start
long as they
taking
kind of
breaks.
keep up and go with the flow, I guess.
Yeah,
You know?
Sophie cannot be sitting around.
Yeah.
She gets real bad real quick.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, and I
Yeah.
cannot be sitting around. So.
Yeah, she's been crashing quickly. Jim's here. Good morning, Jim. We were just saying how we went on some rides with you yesterday.
It
And
was
and he had
awesome.
a live show last night.
It was an awesome time. Yesterday, we had fun doing rides with Laura and Jamie. We had fun doing rides with Jim,
Yeah.
and it was a fun day.
I would like to
It's
do
just- it was so
Smuggler's Run with
Hot.
the family, if we could.
Smuggler's
'cause
Run.
we need
There's
two
only
more
6
people. I
in
know,
there, but
well-
they have a group of 4 or 5.
Yeah,
so-
that's true, I guess. But, so some of them might not go on, so that'd be kind of cool to do that. So yeah, I think that was it. Me and the kids left the park.
Stacy, did you see the Tower of Terror ears at the store?
No,
Did you anything about it?
no, I did not.
'Cause you didn't stand much time in the store, did you?
No, we went right through. Nope, I did
It's
not
just the
see.
little things we're missing right now
Yeah.
that we gotta smarten up
Yeah,
because it's
I've seen the Mulan ones. I think the Mulan ones are cute. So if he's looking for Chewbacca ears, but we can't seem to find any, they only have like the plastic Star Wars ones. So that's been a little. We don't want the plastic ones.
Walt wants to know what you thought of the Runaway Railway.
I thought it was good.
Thought it was awesome. Awesome colors.
Yes.
There's a lot of things to look at.
Overstimulation.
You gotta ride it more than once because each ride is a different experience.
Each
First time we
car.
were in the first car, which brought us through the doorway of one of the screens of one of the scenes before stuff even happened, before Mickey and Minnie got tied up and stuff that we saw the second time because we
Yeah.
were in the third car or fourth car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff that we missed the first time because we were already through the doorway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
you
gotta
have
ride-
to
try to
ride
get
it
in
4
different cars.
times to get the 4 different experiences.
Because the cars go in different parts of the room.
And they split around.
They show you different things.
And they jerk around a little bit more than I thought it would. I mean, but
Yes.
not that that's a bad thing. I
Quick.
just wouldn't expect it. Yeah, the
But
quick
I
and stuff.
love the colors and the sceneries and the things that, especially when they bring you into that underwater scene. They bring you into that
Oh,
little,
yeah,
you go over
yeah.
the waterfall, but then they back up. You're in the room that you were just in, but it's a totally different,
Totally different room.
projection. It's
Yeah.
a totally different room.
Yeah.
Almost.
Same room, but totally different.
So it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I love the colors. And I love the
I just don't like the
artwork.
Mickey and Minnie when they're in the cars and they get that side profile and they get the big honking nose. It just doesn't look right to me. But everything else looks great. But like Jim said yesterday, it's like total overstimulation to the point where you feel like you missed a whole bunch.
There's a lot of things going on. It's
I wonder
a
how
360
Avery-
room,
I wonder how
so you can
Avery
only
feels.
look at so much
I know.
without twisting your head off.
Yeah.
So you got to go on a couple times.
That's where you need the 360 thing.
Well,
And,
Jim,
like,
Jim did it.
I
in
know, but you
360.
gotta pause
go check
it,
out
look,
Jim's video on 360 and go
you gotta
check
keep
out
pausing it and look.
if you don't have
So-
access to the ride.
Good morning, Candy Mom.
Go check out
I
Jim's
see
video.
Candy Mom's popped
The
in.
waterfall is very cool.
It is.
Probably
It
do it
is.
for your
You, yeah,
range.
you look like you're going down. It's pretty cool.
But I was looking at it, and then I'm looking at the floor. Like, we're not even moving at all, not even an inch. All
And-
that stuff is just projection right
Yeah,
in your face. So
yeah.
it was really good effect.
Yes, yeah. They did an amazing job with that ride. So yeah, we still have to ride the second and third car for that one.
I don't know if you can request
I think you can. If there's
different
not a lot of
cars.
people, I think you
So
can.
Can we get the third car? I don't know if they would do that. That'd be a big holdup. Maybe if
Aerosmith.
it was low.
Aerosmith, I asked to ride in the first. Sophie asked for me to ride in the first car, and they're like, "Sorry, we can't take requests." And we got in the 9th and
Yeah,
10th,
that's-
and those are the same people that were yelling at us. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that, but
Yeah, some cast members, I guess they're just grumpy or whatever.
yeah, yeah, that is so true. You can have some cast members that will go out of the way and give you like this amazing experience, and then you have other ones that would does not. They just
have the
don't
wrong
care. They
attitude.
just
The wrong attitude.
They should not be working with people. So we've experienced both extremes at this trip,
Yeah.
more than I feel that we have in the past. Usually they're really good. So I don't know. Maybe the cast members are a little stressed out. Not only do they have to wear the mask, they have to wear that guard, which that would drive me crazy. So I bet you just putting all that stuff on,
Yeah, it must
it's
be
gonna,
irritating.
yeah, it's gonna be yucky for them, you know.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel bad for them. So is everybody ready? Sophie's still getting ready. Okay, Sophie's still getting ready.
Today's Universal Studios.
Yes, and then what
we're
do we
gonna
have
do,
booked
we're gonna be
tonight?
doing The Mummy for the first time in
Ages.
probably since Avery was 5 or 6.
Sophie has not done the Mummy.
Yeah, so we're gonna plan on doing The Mummy today.
Yeah.
First time. We're gonna try to get on Hagrid's.
Yes, that'll
but
be first
we're
timers
starting
too.
we're starting at the other park, so I don't think we're gonna get on Hagrid's. But that'll have to be for Monday.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get on Hagrid's, but we'll try. And What other one was there?
Good morning, Hitchhiking Bones. What?
Then we're gonna hop over to Islands of Adventure and try to do
Yeah.
some water rides or whatever. We're gonna try to do both parks today,
Yeah.
squeeze them in.
Yeah.
We gotta get settled. We gotta pay the first time you get into there. When you
Oh, you
buy
gotta
your
pay.
annual passes, you gotta pay for parking.
Yeah,
which is
that
gonna be
really
like
stinks.
$35, which really stinks because we paid for the passes, we just haven't activated
Well,
them
do you
yet.
have the form? We
Yeah.
can show them.
They don't care.
Yeah, they
First
don't
time,
care.
it even says it on it. It says first time you're paying parking no matter what.
They get you. They get you.
Yeah, so unless you go in there somewhere with someone else and they're paying for parking or something like that, then you can
Right.
activate your passes and you just give them your pass the next time. That's the only way you're gonna get out of it.
I think the way we're going to be able to stay longer is if we do some of the water rides with Sophie to cool her down.
Well, one of the parks is only open till
So-
5. I think the original Studios is open till 5. The Island of Adventure is open till 6. And then we're going live tonight at 7.
What is Laura asking?
What are you guys doing tonight? We're going live at 7.
What?
And we're going over to Epcot.
Yeah. So I think it's going to. I think we're going to be kidless. Good morning, Surfer Girl.
Depending on how tired the kids are.
Yeah. So they might stay in the room, and we're going to head over to Epcot. So I'm planning on it just being us two. And I want to snack around the countries. There's a whole bunch of countries I haven't even seen yet this trip. So yeah. So I want to kind of.
Yeah,
Do
one
the-
hopes that we have a good time, even though with all the changes and stuff.
Mm.
I think we'll have a good time. We've been having a good time with the changes at Disney.
It's all how you
Um,
make it. You know how
Universal
you
actually
approach
looks,
it.
Universal actually looks more
Normal.
open and normal.
Yeah,
to
I
me,
agree.
From the
I
blogs
agree.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And put it this way, if we get to check out both both Harry Potter worlds, that's worth it right there.
Right. Amy
'Cause
said
we
something.
love it. We haven't been there in 3 years.
It'll be interesting on how, I don't know, listen, what you think of the safety concerns of Universal to Disney.
Yeah, I guess are they more relaxed at Universal? And
Yeah, that would be
I'm guessing?
interesting. Disney, they were on people's cases about masks being below the nose. We've heard that a handful of times of different people. Some people will wait till a cast member walks away and then they put it back down out of spite. So I think you're
Yeah, I
gonna
was
get that
telling
no
Jim
matter
about
what.
that, and Jim wasn't too happy about that either. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Again, you know what they're doing because they're just being jerks.
Disney
They
does
just think that
have a lot of hand sanitizers all over the place, so there's
they're
no reason for you
using
not
so much
to use
that
it.
Your hands are getting
Yeah.
chapped.
It's to a point where like I'll use it and then we'll do stuff and I haven't touched anything and I'm like next minute there's like 3 more hand sanitizers and it's like, well, I haven't touched anything so I shouldn't have to use it again. But then after I walk by it I feel like, oh, I probably should have used it because they're there. You should probably use it as much as you can, but so I don't know. It's just there's no excuse for not using hand sanitizers. They're everywhere. Not only do they have just where you put your hand under and it spurts it out, they also have where you pump, like almost like if you go to a carnival or something, and they have those little machines, hand washing machines.
I haven't
that
seen
gray,
many of those.
And you pump.
I haven't
There was
seen many
one
of
when you
those.
walked into Magic Kingdom, and then there's a couple. I saw
Who
a
would
couple
wanna
in
pump when you have
Hollywood
those,
Studios.
those dispensers everywhere?
Well, these were in walkways. They weren't right before and after a ride. They were just on walkways. So there's no excuse for not using them. But they're all over the place. So it will be interesting about how Universal is because we haven't been in there yet to see.
Jim,
But-
you are very welcome, man. He's thanking me for hanging out with him during the
Oh,
flash.
yeah.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
I know
It's
you
so
guys
much
are gonna
easier
have fun.
being a sidekick than actually running a stream. I felt like man, I got a maid. I'm
I feel-
just reading chats.
I think you guys were gonna have more fun with just the two of you, and the kids were crashing. So
Yeah, the kids were.
yeah,
They wouldn't have
they
wanted
were
to
done.
walk around the
No,
park again.
no, they would have wanted to go on things. So yeah, so that
It was
worked out
fun.
really
It was
well.
definitely fun. We even got lost. We went out there.
You got lost, really?
We got lost. We got discombobulated in Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. Well, you're new to Star Wars, that's why.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, being new with the whole Star Wars things, we have no clue where we're going or anything like that. So even when we had that stream with just
I don't
Just
like
Life
walking
and-
into a new land feeling completely lost on where
Yeah.
to go. It's like, okay.
Yeah, we had to ask people, oh, where do we need to go for this? Where do we need to go for that? The stores, a lot of the stores underneath the covering, very, very tiny.
Tiny little
You
store.
can stand in front of it and you can see everything, not even entering into the stores.
Yeah.
It's to the point where only one family at a time can go into the stores. I don't know, the shirts, there was nothing really that I liked in the shirts. I don't know. Did you see
I didn't see anything that grabbed my
stores? Yeah.
attention either.
No.
I just felt distracted. The kids were a little,
Sophie
they
was
were off.
Yeah.
They were just, I don't know if it was the heat or whatever, so they were distracting me. Like, Lord, so Sophia wasn't really.
She was getting
She was
irritated.
she was in a mood.
She was getting irritated. It was because of the heat. She didn't want to go out in the sun, so she was trying to find ways to go around and not have to go out in the sun. But because we didn't know which way is where, so every time we would go a different way than what she wanted, she's like, see, we could have done my way, and it would have been out of the sun, so she's kind of like that. But when she starts crashing with the heat, she gets irritated, so that's like another sign for us to kind of keep an eye out for.
We went, the first time we entered Galaxy's Edge, Dennis, it was through the Toy Story side.
Yeah.
Just because when we were walking down the middle, we decided to go right, and then it was like, okay, well, now we have to go through the Toy Story side, unless we go all the way around on the other side, and we're like, we're doing that, why, you know?
Yeah. We tried the blue milk.
Yeah, it was good, but it was Maylock, a little bit, tiny bit Mayloxy.
So when you smell it,
It's like chocolate.
it smells kind of minty.
It smells like kind of minty.
And then when you drink it, there's a minty, fruity hint. But then as you continue to drink it, my brain's saying, you're drinking Maalox. Why are you drinking Maalox? And then after, it made your mouth like slimy. And it was just like very slimy.
I think it was slimy.
I don't know why it made the inside of my mouth very slimy. But I was good. Like it wasn't like something like, oh my god, I have to have this. This is so good. I'm gonna drink a whole cup myself. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it was good to share, and it was refreshing. It was cold.
It was icy. It had like some icy. That's what saved it for me.
Almost like a slushy, but not
full
a
slushy.
total slushy.
No.
So.
Yeah, Laura and family, they did the green milk. Orion, the 3-year-old, he liked the green milk a lot. And everyone else said that they thought it was okay. So our next trip in there, we're gonna do the the green milk and try that. Other than that, we tried the bubbler with the figure thing.
Bubbler. Some bubbler.
So they had this thing where you stick your water bottle on and you press a button and it fills it, which is different than the typical water bubblers that you press and you're leaning your cup over.
Water fountain.
No.
It's a water fountain.
No.
It's proper way to say it.
There's no water fountains in Star Wars or in space.
It's the Queen's English. The Galaxy's Edge. You're yet to do with Ronto Wrap. We haven't done the Ronto Wrap.
We have not done
Green
that.
Milk, yes, and Rise of Resistance.
Those are the three. Yeah.
Those are our three. Yes.
So
we definitely want to do all those three.
Yeah.
Good job, Jim.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else. We saw Chewie and we saw Rey. So they were up on the platforms, and then we also saw them trying to fix a spaceship, right?
It's a space dune buggy.
Oh, dune buggy. It was a car. So yeah, so they were fiddling around with a vehicle.
We saw the lady with the blue hair.
Oh, we saw the lady with the blue hair. She was like type thing. She was piddling around there too.
I mean, her job is to pop out once in a while, sneak around.
So she was like a little sneaky.
Just look up and try to avoid swimming.
That's the job, right? You get paid to have blue hair, and you kind of sneak around a little bit and pop in and out whenever you want to.
I've seen vlogs and videos where she actually interacts with people. But not yesterday.
No, yesterday she was sneaky. Ray was winking at Sophie.
They aren't wearing masks, so that's why they need to probably stay behind the barriers and stuff. So. Yeah.
And then some of the workers, like they were like the photographers, something they were wearing like their outfits were pretty cool. I'm trying to think of who they reminded me of. not the Chinese hats, but like some of the photographers, their outfits that they wore, with the headgear, the head covering.
The wraps, yeah.
They had some
kind of
really
look like
neat-
sand people or
Yeah.
something a little bit.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool just seeing them, and then others they were just wearing their uniform that didn't really show too much and stuff. So yeah, we definitely still have a few things to do there.
Well, the park opens at 9, so I want to start getting over there so that we're in the parking lot and through the security for when it
That we're
opens. So we
ready,
maybe need to get our passes activated. We need to get the disability pass thing going. So we're going to be wrapping this
Okay.
up.
Well, also
And,
something about Universal Studios. Are you missing?
most stuff. Maybe something really excited to see. Cynthia's coming down.
Ooh, Is it
I don't think
it
she has
during
a
our
set time
time?
yet. No, I don't think. You just got to decide. They need to figure out when she's coming. But she's coming down.
ooh. Hopefully you come down when we're down here, so we can say hey.
If it's next year, we're down next July.
Yeah. Yep.
I picked the middle of July just to book something. When those things came out and the park reservations came out, so we had park reservations. But hopefully next year it's back to normal.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we can bump it up to 4th of July.
I gotta see my work schedule.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Make it
Craig's
work.
Robotic.
Craig's Robotics,
Yeah.
welcome in.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up. Yes, we're gonna move Sophie along.
Let's get these people moving and
Yeah.
let's get over
So
to
Universal Studios,
Universal
and
today.
hoping to later hop to Islands of Adventure, and then after all that, me and Charlie will be, most likely it will just be us two. We'll be heading over to Epcot
live stream tonight.
live stream,
7
and
to 8.
I want to try some of the foods. Maybe we can do some food and wine taste testing during the live stream.
We'll definitely go live. Just depends on whether we're here at the boardwalk or actually over at Epcot,
I'm
depending on the
hoping
weather
Epcot.
or whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's Epcot. We'll see you guys later, man.
Yeah. So that's where we'll be tonight.
Don't forget to check out Jim's channel. He went live last night, 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. And then you have Mouse Talk, 8 o'clock on Tuesdays. You have the Philly Crew, who's on their way down, I believe, still. 9 o'clock on
Yes.
Thursdays. And we're
Yeah, they
7
messaged
on
us
Wednesdays.
asking us how we liked Galaxy's Edge. She messaged me asking that.
We loved it. It's very, very good. It's
Yeah.
well themed.
Yeah.
I still like Harry Potter Land better. I like I like the subversiveness of.
I feel like
you're
we
more
missed a lot.
immersed in Harry Potter Land. I
Yeah.
thought there's more interaction. There's more food places and stuff
Yeah.
that we really, really like.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't forget D&G Explorers Wednesdays at 8 as well, right after us. So
Yeah, and Amy is before us.
before us at 6.
And Tina Marie's
Tina's
before
at
Amy.
5 on
Yeah, so make sure
Wednesdays.
you. So Wednesday nights is a great night. It's a YouTube night.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays are
Yeah.
the ones I usually tune into.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
'cause we're
those are
busy.
the ones that. Yeah, well, we like a lot of people. Go check them out.
Oh, yeah.
Dean at the Live Place has them all listed.
Yep,
Go
yep.
check them out. But you know, we're especially close to the Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yep. Yep.
I think
All right.
You know-
So hopefully we'll see you guys tonight in the chats.
we are off to Harry Potter Land,
Yes, Universal Studios.
Universal Studios.
Yep. I think we'll see you guys in Epcot tonight.
Don't forget to do your duty, guys.
It's a big duty. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye. Thanks. You're all awesome. When it stops.